The older I get, the more I dot dot dot. Hey, this is a companion piece for the one I put out, I think about a week ago. The more older I get, the less I. So if you haven't seen that yet, go back and check out that video. So guys, let us know. What are things that you feel more once you've retired? Not less, not like the other video, but more. Leave us some comments. I'm sure you've got a bunch of great ones. So I've got 10 of them for me that I feel more once I've retired than before I retired. First one is I feel more appreciation now for what my life has given me. You know, where am I now? What am I doing now? How does my life look? How are my finances shaped out? What about my relationships? You know, everything. What about where I live? The older I get, the more I appreciate where I am now and what my choices in life gave me in order to get to this spot. I mean, you can go back all the way to when you were like 20 years old, right? For some of you, probably even younger. Sorry, I'm a bit dry today, man. It is dry up here in the high desert. It's been raining on and off for like a couple weeks. It's back to the dryness, so forgive me. Time for some retirement vodka. So yeah, appreciation just for the things that you have now, right? Yes, there are always going to be things that we wish that we did have that we don't. But what, guys, what about the things you do have? I live in a great area. I live in my dream house. Okay, I won't say house because it's not the exact house I want, but it is sitting on the exact plot of land with the exact view that I want. I have enough money because of choices I made in the past. I have a great, almost 25-year relationship now because of choices I've made in the past. Number two, the older I get, the more I go to strip clubs. Who put that there? The older I get, the more I've learned to accept myself, faults and all. Okay? You know, when you're younger growing up, I mean, you're looking for the ideal you, right? You could see friends, I don't know, public figures, family even, that you envy, right? You envy because you want those qualities that they have. The older I get, the more that I've just learned, hey, I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm in a pretty good spot as a person, right? Yes, everyone has faults, but are those faults really detrimental to me as a person? Are they things I wish I didn't have? Sure, in some cases, but you know what, guys? The older you get, what does it really matter? Right? I kind of look at it as a whole, the whole package. Is your package palatable to you? I think in most cases, if you really look down deep inside, if you are, let's say, my age, 63, I think for most people, you're probably going to go, yeah, I'm pretty good with who I am, where I am, what I'm doing. I appreciate myself more. And the older I've got, the less I take those faults. I kind of take them with a grain of salt. Right? Now, if there are humongous faults that you can change, yes, definitely work on them, okay? But I'll bet you anything, guys, most of them aren't. They're just things that, you know, kind of got in the way that didn't really matter to you that much, right? Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and yes, I sound like I'm 16 now. I apologize. This is a channel for people on moderate income retirement. If that's something you think you might like, think about subscribing and like the video as well. And down here are 2 more ways you can support this channel. Next one. The older I get, the more I value family and friends. If you're happy with the family dynamics you're in, I think that's probably for most of us, right? You kind of appreciate your family more. Yes, you could have gone through, you know, big fights in the past. You could have gone through, I mean, things that just, you looked at your sibling or your parents and just went, how in the hell did you do that? I could never see you doing that. And yet there you went and you did it. The older you get, the more you learn. It's kind of going with the point before, not the strip clubs. The point before about appreciating yourself for who you are. The older you get, I can appreciate my family, faults and all. I can appreciate my friends, faults and all. And I really value them for the good points that they have, for the good relationship that we have as a family or as, you know, just a friendship. I'll bet you do as well. Next one I have. The older I get, the more I realize that time is ticking away. What does that mean? Well, here's what that means. If there's stuff you want to do, guys, don't put it off any longer. Please, don't put it off. Now, yeah, I am a big procrastinator, okay? But the older I get, the more I realize you can't procrastinate all the time, or you are going to run out of time. At 63 years old, eventually you are going to run out of time to do those things you want to do. So I know that's a weakness I have. I've always been a procrastinator. I'm trying to give myself a kick in the butt to get out of that and do the things I want to do. So the more I realize time is really ticking away. The next one. The older I get, the more empathy I have for others. Why? Because I'll bet you, guys, in a lot of times, that stuff you see other people do that you don't agree with, I'll bet you might have done it yourself in the past, a time or two, right? So you realize that. You realize just to give people a break, man. Empathize with what they're going through instead of saying, oh, well, you should have made this choice instead. Or, oh, you know what? If you would have done this, that wouldn't have happened. No, I've never been an overly critical person, but that is the last thing I'll do now. My first reaction usually is like, oh God, that sucks. And I'm feeling like, what can I do to help this person? I empathize with them more. Empathy has just gone to the forefront with me, the older that I've got. Next one, the older I get, the more confident I get, the less I care what people think about me. I am who I am at 63 years old. I don't think I'm going to change too much unless there's a humongous life event. I don't think I'm going to change too much between now and, let's say, 83. Okay, now physically, yes. Mentally, my personality, no. So because of that, I am confident in who I am. This is me. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Okay? But this is me, and I'm going to speak my mind and my opinions a lot more than I did in the past. I'm very confident now, much more so than, say, when I was 43. The older I get, the more I appreciate what my parents did for me. Man, I don't know if it's like age or it's just because you're busy just go, go, go in your career and everything, right? You're looking to, how am I going to get ahead? Once you reach retirement, you got a lot of time to think. I have chosen a lot of that time to think about my upbringing, my parents, the sacrifices they made for me to mold me into the person that I've become. My dad spent so much time, in Little League with me, just coaching me on sports. Yes, I mean, they got divorced when I was 13 and he wasn't around as much, but those first 13 years, he's spent so much time molding me into a person, right? The person I've become today. My mom has given so many sacrifices over her life. So her children, me, my brother, and my sister, unfortunately, my sister's not with us anymore, could grow up in a good environment. After they got divorced when I was 13, my brother was 8, my sister was 7. She was a single parent. She had to bring in all the money. She made so many sacrifices until all of us got out of the house. So the older you get, the more I appreciate what my parents did for me. The older you get, the more time I have for others. Hey man, you got all the time in the world in retirement, right? I can just, if they want, hey, let's get together for a 3-hour lunch. If they can't do it on this day, great. Let's go to the next day. And for those friends that I have that are still working, you can postpone. Keep postponing on me, man. I don't care. I have all the time in the world for you. For you as a friend because I value you. It's different when you're working. It's like there's only a limited amount of time. So after I postpone, then I'm going to cancel again. It gets kind of annoying, right? In retirement, hey man, cancel on me 5 times. I don't care. If I value you as a friend, I'm here for you. I have all the time that you need. The older I get, the more I realize you don't have to do anything on any certain day. I could wake up some mornings and just say, you know what? I don't want to do anything all day today. And because you're retired, you can. Guys, that is a great, great feeling. I don't have to do this today. I can postpone till next week. I can postpone sometimes till next month or 2 months from now. That is a great feeling. At first, it was kind of hard for me to accept that. But the older I get, the more I realize that you really don't have to do everything on that certain day. Okay? That goes for honey-do lists as well. Right, honey? You don't. Put it out there. Hey, if you go out and get it done, not Tuesday, but Friday, do it. It's a great feeling. And the last one, the older I get, I realize possessions do not matter. Guys, I've told this story a couple times before. When 2 years before I was going to retire, my plan was to get a tiny house, plop it on a piece of land. That's where I would live. So I would have probably 350 square feet. I got rid of so much stuff that I didn't think I'd have room for. Now I'm living in a house, about 1,100 square feet now. I got all the room in the world. All that stuff that I threw away, I could store now, okay? By far, 95% of the stuff, I don't care that I got rid of. Possessions just don't matter that much anymore. The only thing I do is my 2000 CD collection that I packed up in boxes and got rid of because I didn't think I'd have the space. That I regret. Everything else, no. Possessions just don't matter as much as they did when you're younger, guys. You could just appreciate life now, right? What are possessions? They're fleeting, they're nothing. So there you go, guys. Leave us comments. What are the things that the older you get, the more you pop? Leave us comments. We want to know. And as always, from the lovely high desert, we got this.